Hey everyone, welcome to third part of React Native Stock Ticker app and device tutorial. And in this part of tutorial we will create the app for our stock ticker device. In the last part of tutorial we were able to show the price of the stock, and it was the real-time price, almost the real-time price. So but the thing was that we were showing just price of one stock and there was no provision to change the stock. So in this part of tutorial we will create a app that will allow user to change the stock so that they can see price of any stock that they want. So let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do is that we need to add some code to our server, and we have created one file add.php. As you remember that we are using PHP for server-side coding. So let's see the code and let's try to understand the code. So the first thing that we are doing here is that we have added a header to the code that will allow us to make a request outside of the server. So whatever is the URL of the server, we can make request from any other URL and not just the URL on which this file is there. So for that we need to add the header that we have done, and then we are using the connect.php. We are making establishing a connection between the server and the database, and then we are getting the stock name and stock price that will be sent by the app, React Native app. And once we have the stock name, then we will update the stock name and price that we get to the database, and that will allow us to make the server.php will make request of the new stock that will be there in the database. So what I mean to say is that in the next cycle, that is in the next loop, the server.php will fetch the new stock price from the API because the stock name has changed in the database. So this is exactly what this code is doing. Okay, so this is the server side of the app, and now we need to code the app itself. So this is the code for the app. So here we what we are doing is that we have a function that is called when the button is pressed. So using a text input, we are taking the name of the stock that user want to see price of, and that name we are using in our API, and we are making a request using that name, and in the response we are getting the stock name as well as its price. So the name and price that we are getting, again we are making a HTTP HTTP post request, and we are sending this name and price to our server, that is add.php. So that's all what's happening in this part of code. And if the update is successful, then update successful message is there that we are receiving in the callback function. You can see it here. We are converting it into text, and finally we are console logging it here. So that's exactly what's going on in this code, and the rest of the part is the UI part, that is a text input and a button. So very simple. the app is doing very simple task but we can make it I've kept it very simple just for the proof of concept thing, but you can make it very user friendly, like you can instead of one text box you can add multiple text box so that user can toggle between the different stock names. So if suppose there are 5 stock name, then user can just the stock names will be saved in the app itself using the async storage of React Native, and user will toggle between the stock names and change it in the device as per their requirement. So that is a provision that we can do. I haven't done that, but surely you can that will be a task for you to do. So that's all that's going on here, and now we should go ahead and check the demo. So today's stock market closed, so today is Sunday here, so stock market is closed, but definitely we can the stock price won't update, but we will be able to change the price using our app. So I have already the app installed on my mobile, and I also have the device ready. You can see Apple is there, Apple price, the last Apple price that was there is 191.33 and I will now go ahead and open my app, and this is my simple app, and the code we just discussed is here, and I will change the stock name to so Fortis is a hospital in India. I think it's a multinational hospital, and it has its stock in stock market, so I will just update it, but it's an Indian stock, so it will show the price in rupees. At the Apple price is being shown in dollars, so let's change it. So there is no prompt, actually I haven't added any prompt if the change is successful, but I think that is also one thing that need to be done. So I think the name is updated, and in the next cycle it should show Fortis as stock name and its price. Let's wait and see if that happens. Okay, so it's working correctly. So you can see that Fortis share price is there, and it's showing 147.00. If we go and check the price of Fortis, so you can see the Fortis price is also showing 147.00, so it's working correctly. So guys, our app and our device is working fine. So the things that you should do as a making the things better is that you should add the multiple you should make the app ready for multiple stocks, first thing, and second thing that there should be a prompt whenever the stock is updated. So it's not a big deal, it's quite easy thing to do, so you can make your app much better using this. Thank you guys for watching this video, I'm sure you found it informative, and stay tuned. We will keep posting such videos. Bye bye.